Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the channel. We are out here on a cold, nasty day. I put in this morning, this is a pretty darn popular lake. And I put in this morning, I was the only boat at the boat ramp. So that right there tells you it's cold, it's raining, and I'm a wimp when it comes to cold weather anyway. So I'm bundled up like it's 30 degrees out here, but it's about 52 this morning. It just quit raining. We got a little break in the rain. And I'm gonna try to get out here and get on some Halloween crappie. We're a couple days away from Halloween, so I figured we'd do kind of a little Halloween episode. In my opinion, from now, like Halloween to Thanksgiving, is some of the best crappie fishing of the entire season in the Southeast. So it's getting good. That's enough talking. Let's go catch some. See what we got going on. I see a few fish in there. I'll show you my setup right here. Nothing y'all hadn't seen before, but somebody might be new to the channel. This is a 7'2". Same rod I used in the last video. 7'2", moderate fast, light action, or light power. Moderate fast action is the proper way to say that. Mustad detector rod. 2500 size reel. 7-pound. Vicious panfish braid, and I've got about a 6 to 7 foot leader of 4-pound vicious 100% fluorocarbon. Got that tied with a double uni knot just because it's quick and easy. Down here on the business end, we have a 1/32 ounce. That's a prototype jig head with a little custom screw lock built on it. I will keep y'all posted as soon as those come out. This is going to be the round bend version, has a mustad hook in it, number 8. I've got a gold colored trout magnet on there with a little bit of chartreuse right there on the tail. Number 5 split shot, about a foot up the line. So that's the setup. We're going to get right up here on a little rock pile, about 20 feet deep. Looks to have a few crappie on it. And let's see if we can catch one. You would miss those fish right there if you didn't really know what you were looking at. Those fish are sitting so tight to that rock. I showed the big version of this in my last video, but this is going to be the micro version. Had a lot of questions about it. I told you guys I will let you know, and I'll keep you posted. That little screw lock, very, very customized deal right here. It's made for these itty bitty baits. To my knowledge, there's not a lot of jig heads on the market that will accommodate these itty bitty baits. This is an 1 1/4 inch bait. What I do, I just run it up to that screw lock. Then I just kind of work it around. You have to take the tail over the hook shank there. Just like that. Hands are cold, so they're not working the greatest, but y'all know, y'all get the idea. About 3 good wraps up on that screw lock. Then give it a nice good push. Push it up on there. Perfectly straight. Everything's good. And that will not slide down. You can catch fish after fish after fish. It will not slide down. Something that we've been working on. I got me and everybody else that's been working on this head. A lot of hours of testing has went into it, so it's something that I'm proud of, something that'll be out here in a few months, and you guys will be the first to know when it comes out. Here we go. We finally got one to bite. It's gonna be a good one. They're all good ones. I guarantee they are. Big old black crappie. Look at him come up and jump. They're all good ones. Every fish I've ever caught off this place has been a big old crappie. They just, they smart. A big crappie's like a big deer. I know there's some deer hunters that watch this channel. As a deer gets older, he gets smarter. Crappie, same way. I got my net, but I ain't gonna use it. Come here, boy. Open your mouth. Ah. All right, we'll just do it this way then. Now I want y'all to look at something. When that fish finally decided to eat it, he did not play with it. It's down the hatch. Down the hatch. And I want y'all to look how good that little bitty hook had that fish pegged. That's a big old black crappie. I'm not going to keep this fish, as in take him home, but I am going to put him in my live well just for a little while. And I'm going to put 2 big ones in there and get me a good picture for the thumbnail of the video, and then I'll let them fish go, and I'll show y'all just to prove it to you. Although there ain't nothing wrong with keeping a few fish if you want to, but I don't need any. I've got crappie in the freezer, so. I wish y'all'd look at the crappie down there. Why I can't get one of them to bite, I don't know. There we go. I got one that time. Maybe I gotta let it fall down in there a little bit further, because that's what I did right here. That was not near as big as the first one was, but he ain't no bad crappie. Quit, boy. Pretty little black crappie. We'll let him go. He ain't big enough to make the thumbnail shot. Here we go. I thought that looked like crappie in there. They ain't very big ones, but I thought they looked like crappie. Sitting right on the front side of that pile, right where the wind is hitting it the hardest. That's right where them crappie are sitting at. Another one. This one's a little bit better fish here. He almost put a hook in me. Shame on you, boy. I'm gonna let you go. Come here. Little 9.5 inch black crappie. A little bit of everything in that pile. There's a few bluegill in there, a few bass in there, a few crappie in there. Crappie sitting in one little spot, just like they do oh so often. The quicker you learn to pick out that little spot, better off you'll be crappie fishing. There's another one, 3 casts in a row. I just had to find the spot, all it was. He ain't big, but it's a crappie. Little hook got him good. Pretty one. There we go. School of little guys there. I'm gonna move on. Not always, but typically, this is very important. Typically, when you find a big school like that and you throw in there and you catch 4 or 5 small crappie, chances are most all the crappie in that school are going to be about that same size. Finally got one to bite. Jeez, man. There are so many crappie in that pile right there. I mean, so many of them. I can't get them to bite for nothing. Reached in the bag of tricks and grabbed a little hair jig right there. And got one to bite, but let him ride for a minute. All right, found me a brand spanking new hole. Sometimes you just gotta turn the Lowrances on and let them do their job. This school's sitting in 20 feet of water, good water fish too. They look like the kind that should bite, and they look like some good fish too. Pretty brush pile down there. There's another school right here behind me too. There's two schools right here. Got him. Got him. It's a good fish too. Nice crappie. Gonna be a big black, I bet you. Yep. Thought so. Get up here, big dog. Sometimes you just got to find you a new hole. That's what we had to do right here. That's a pretty fish. Let's put him in there. That'll give me 4. That'll get me a good thumbnail shot. We'll get that in a minute. Right now I got fish to catch. Them fish are fine. They're hanging out in that Phoenix jacuzzi back there. Here we go, sinking back down to them. There's a good water fish there. Coming up to see it. Come on, get it. Got him. Another good one. Finally found us a school that's active. Another nice one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I say it's another nice one. Oh, get up in here. That's a good fish. Ain't nothing in the world wrong with that fish. Big, pretty black crappie. Let's let him go. Get back down there and get us another one. I knew I just needed to find me something fresh. Something new, something not everybody knows about. I've preached that on my channel before, but sometimes you just gotta put the depth finders to work, and you ain't ever gonna find nothing new if you don't ever look for something new. You gotta put your time in, look for new places, look for new schools of fish. It's part of the fun to me. I love it. There we go. That one thumped the hair jig. He said, "Boop." Okay. I feel you, buddy. Nice one. Not bad. That little hair jig is just a couple of different tones of green. It's got some dark green in it, and it's got some lighter green in it. I wouldn't call either one of them chartreuse. Y'all know I'm not a huge hair jig guy. I usually throw plastic 99% of the time, but just playing around with something different. Vertical jig, that one. Sitting right on top of it. Just hovering it over his head. And that son of a gun came up there. Thump. Sometimes that's how they want it. Just hovering right over their face. That's another pretty one. There we go. Pretty good fish right here, I think. Yep, not a great big one, but a decent one. Get in here, boy. Maybe I just had to get out in the wind to get them to bite. I don't know. These seem to be pretty active right here. Big old log washed up right here. It just laid up on that log. I'm just kind of bringing my bait right along the top of that log. There we go. Yeah, this feels like a good one. It's hard to tell. They're all good. And a black crappie fights anyway. It ain't no real big one. He's just mean. I mean, he's a good one, but he ain't no great big one. Ooh. A little hook got him good. That's a nice little keeper. It ain't been easy. Had to work hard for it today, but there's another one. This school right here is firing. This school right here is lighting it up. Little fella there. Proud to have him though. All right, y'all, I'm gonna throw these 3 back. I just now threw one of them back. Them are some good fish right there. 11.5-inch crappie probably, 12-inch crappie, and then this one, that's one of the bigger ones I caught today. I caught 2 or 3 like that. That's probably close to a 13-inch crappie. So we had a good day. They made me work for them. It's really windy out here today. It's cold. There's a heck of a cold front coming in. The water temp is still 69 degrees though. So, you know, the water's still warm. So the fish are still not biting as good as they will be in a couple of weeks. But we got it in anyway. The last couple videos have done really good. There seems to be a lot of interest and a lot of growth on the channel right now. So I'm trying to make good on that. I appreciate you guys watching as always. Subscribe if you hadn't. I can go on there and look at the analytics, and I can see that 77% of the people that are watching the channel are not subscribed to the channel. So I'm not a guy that's going to beg you to subscribe or tell you to subscribe every single video. That's just not me. But it does help the channel grow if you guys will go hit that subscribe button. So appreciate you watching. I hope you learned a little something, and I hope all of you have a happy Halloween. Keep it fun, keep it lighthearted. I know we do around my house, and yeah. Y'all have a good Halloween. I'll see you next time right here. Brandon Lester Fishing.